WWE Championship triple threat match: CM Punk, John Cena, and Big Show, because we need to throw these people all into the same pay-per-view every single year. Uh, all I'm gonna say is, didn't I say that John Cena was going to give the attitude adjustment to Big Show? CM Punk would do something to John Cena, then pin. Enough said.
Yeah. Big Show was just there to be the fall guy and to give him something to do at the pay-per-view because he was still kind of feuding with Cena, but they wanted Cena to be in the title match, so he kind of got in by default. But I was hoping for the whole time that if it was just Cena and Punk one-on-one, if they had the balls to do that at this pay-per-view, that would have been a lot better than what we got, because what we got was like 10 minutes of Big Show just dominating everyone. And the cool thing was like a double submission, even though Cena couldn't even get his arms locked around Big Show properly. And the tap out, which that was kind of interesting. And I thought they were going to go for, like they were going to say it was elimination, and now it's down to Punk and Cena because Big Show tapped. But she just restarts the match. They take a double choke slam. Cena quickly gets the better of Big Show. Punk wins.
Yeah, I kind of wanted them to do the elimination fact instead.
Like that was the whole point of her coming out, was like, now it's something big rather than restart the match. And
yeah, and she stalled too. It was like, let me just stand there for a second and just go restart the match.
Like if you thought she was going to say something big like that, and then it ended up coming off really lackluster. So the restarting booking was, I didn't like it. Big Show dominating is always kind of boring to watch. It didn't really pick up. Like, there wasn't any part where Big Show was down and Cena and Punk could kind of speed things up by going after each other. Whatever they tried to do was trying to double team Big Show, and then he'd get the better of them and slow everything down again. So I wasn't too into this match. Thumbs in the middle. Like, it certainly wasn't bad. It had its moments. Like, seeing Punk deliver the elbow is always cool, and the double finisher spot was nice, but I just wasn't feeling it. It would have been much better if they had the balls to go with Punk and Cena one-on-one.
I think that Big Show deserves a title ring. I mean, after him dominating so many matches and then him losing, it kind of seems ridiculous to say that he's the big monster heel and then him losing it.
You know? Yeah, it's kind of, you need to give him something to make him more credible now that he's going to drop off the face of the earth with Night of Champions, because he's not challenging for any kind of title.
Unless they go with my championship scramble idea and just throw him in the world title picture just to be like a fifth wheel or something.
Maybe.
Just to give him something to do, but I doubt they go with my idea.
Nah, they'll probably have him do some they'll have him do a musical performance the way that they're fucking doing this.
Maybe they'll have him attacking just random people again.
Yeah, have him embrace the hate with Kane. Just the two of them fucking.
Actually, after Money in the Bank, I was kind of in the fear that might actually be a program they would go into, but no, they kept Big Show feuding with Cena, and we got this lovely triple threat match as a result.
I can't blame them for the way that this match ended. It's the logical thing to do if you want to set up Night of Champions, because
it could have been done without the restart, though.
Yeah, it would have made a lot more sense to do. I mean, I did like the tap out, though. I think that was cool, but
yeah, it was a cool looking spot. But like, if they didn't want the match to finish and have they could have had Big Show power out of it in some way. I mean, he is a giant or a monster, right? And then the match could have continued until Cena got, his finisher and Punk stole the victory like he did. It could have been done without the restart and whatever. I wasn't a fan of it.
You know what else they could have done? They could have just ended the match with the draw, and they could have just said something like, "We don't know what to do."
Punk got, or maybe even because Punk got the first finisher, they awarded him the victory anyway.
Yeah, something like that. And then they kind of just, look, we've got a cloudy situation here. It kind of reminds me of last year when such and such happened, and so we'll settle it at Night of Champions, because that's the other thing too I wanted to talk about was I do like how with this feud they've brought to attention the fact that every pay-per-view has ended with a non-WWE championship match, because now they've gotten to a point where they can't have another match. They need to have the WWE title as last match on Night of Champions. So rather than just doing it and trying not to draw any attention to it, or drawing attention to it and having no explanation. They actually built that into the storyline, so I'll give them a lot of credit for that.
Yeah, and Punk progressing his frustration or showing his frustrations about being basically second fiddle all year.
Right.
Like, even with the title, I can't be featured as, the guy. You're still the guy. When Rock's around, he's the guy. Triple H and Lesnar, when they're around, they're the guys, and I'm just, the asshole with the championship who doesn't get the main event, So that's good that they're touching upon it with this feud, and I liked where they went with it this past Monday on Raw. I thought the finishing segment of promos between the two was very good, and I'm looking forward to where the feud goes. Although I can really see Cena just winning first match or whatever and becoming champion again. Whatever. We'll see as that comes.
Well, it's Super Cena for you. I mean...
Yeah, unless they do like some cheat Punk intentionally gets himself disqualified and Cena doesn't leave his hometown with the belt, but then he's super angry, so I'm going to take you on in a Hell in a Cell match and then I'll win it there. I don't know.
You know what happens?
I didn't get why they didn't turn Punk heel in this match on SummerSlam. Why wait to Raw to say, I'm the heel?
I think they probably did it just because they wanted to fill time on Raw.
He was just kicking somebody who did spout a lie about him, though. Despite Jerry being a face, I mean, he did jump to conclusions. A kick to the head will tell you, I don't agree with you.
You know what's going to happen, though, with this pay-per-view?
The Smarks are still going to cheer Punk anyway, so it's still going to be 50-50.
John Cena's going to come out in Superman outfit instead of the jorts, and he's going to start losing the match, but we're going to get World Finest mode, and Rey Mysterio is going to come out as Batman and help. That's what's going to happen. Then we're going to see CM Punk shave his head again, Lex Luthor mode. We're going to get full-on DC Comics here.
Yeah.
But I kind of expect CM Punk to continue holding the championship until he drops it to The Rock. I think he's going to get screwed. John Cena, I think he's going to get screwed out of the Night of Champions match or screwed out of the Hell in a Cell match, one or the other. He might flat out lose the Night of Champions match because of that way we can get people to boo him, because maybe if he'll get booed in anywhere, maybe it'll be Boston, like that kind of a thing. Let's make that the official.
No, I believe Punk is for sure going into the Royal Rumble, but I don't know if it's going to be this current title run. I could see them pulling a stupid ass. Him and Cena toss the title back and forth, but Punk wins it in time to build up to the Royal Rumble where he is the champion that The Rock challenges. I hope that's not the case. I would really like to see a really long-term title reign, especially to make up for the fact that he's basically been playing second fiddle for like the last 9 months. Make him the main event of every show now going up until the Royal Rumble, and you kind of have a memorable title reign. Like, even though The Rock's obviously going to end it, it would still kind of make up for the first 9 months, So I hope that's where they go with it. I don't have enough hope in them that they will do that, but it'd be interesting. And God knows we need interesting angles.
Well, does The Rock really need another title reign? I mean, he's only going to be there probably, isn't he just signed for the year?
He's there probably from, I can't see Rock losing the title match at all.
The only way I could see him losing it is if, I was going to say maybe if Cena takes the belt from Punk and then he loses to The Rock at Royal Rumble because CM Punk screws him out of it, and then they do Punk against Rock at WrestleMania, but then that kind of makes John Cena look bad because he didn't beat The Rock and then he only beat him by
and
cheating.
they would never book Cena that way. He's got to be Mr. does everything the right way, and even in his booking, he has never won a match where like somebody distracted somebody and he took advantage of it. It's always the noble way, because he's got to be Mr. Sunshine, all of light, does nothing wrong. They would never book that, not with Cena involved.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see what happens, though.
My preferred method is Punk just holding it from now all the way to the Royal Rumble.
Me too.
So, and that'd make for like one of the longest title reigns ever, because by that time he'd be holding it well over a year.
Right. Would probably be in the top 10. Yeah. Well, definitely would be in the top 10 as far as I know.
Yeah, because he's already breaking like the top 13 so far. He's only 9 months in, so yeah. I'm liking this feud as long as like there's no hot potato of the title back and forth between now and Punk's feud with The Rock. I'm all for seeing where it goes. Match still, man. Too much Big Show domination, not enough fast-paced action for my liking.
And the next part, we'll talk about Triple H against Brock Lesnar, the main event of the night, and the main event of episode 43.